Question is evaluate using binomial theorem. 999 cube, 999 whole cube. Okay. You can write 999 whole cube as 1000 minus 1 whole cube. Now you can expand this binomially. 3C0 1000 cube minus 1 to the power of 0. Because there's a minus 1 here. That is why we are writing it with the sign. Plus 3C1 1000 square into minus 1 plus 3C2 into 1000 into minus 1 square plus 3C3 into 1000 to the power of 0 minus 1 cube. Okay. Which is equal to, now this is 3C0 is 1. This is simply 1000 cube minus 3C1 is 1 and this is 1000 square. Okay, because of this minus 1 the sign has changed, this plus sign has changed. Okay, now here again minus 1 square gives this a value plus 1 and 3C2 is the same as 3C1 which is equal to 3 into 1000 minus 3C3 is 1, 1000 to the power of 0 is 1 and minus 1 cube is minus 1. So that is why we are getting a minus 1 here. Okay, so we are getting minus 3 and then followed by okay, this is followed by 9 zeros and this 3 is followed by 6 zeros plus 3000 minus 1. So there now you add up the addition signs first. And you add up the subtraction signs. Okay, so you get 997 0 0 2 999, and that is how you find out the value of 999 cube by binomial theorem. Okay, let's move to the next question then.
Yes, sir.
10.1 to the power of 5 82. 10.1 to the power of 5, you have to find out the value by binomial theorem. So write 10 plus 0.1 to the power of 5. Now expand this binomially. So you get 5C0 10 to the power of 5 0.1 to the power of 0 plus 5C1 10 to the power of 4 into 0.1 to the power of 1 plus 5C2 10 cube 0.1 square plus 5C3 10 square and have 0.1 cube plus 5C4 into 10 into 0.1 to the power of 4 plus 5C5 10 to the power of 0 into 0.1 to the power of 5. Okay, so that is the entire expansion. Now we simply find out the value. So 5C0 is 1, 10 to the power of 5 will only give you 1 followed by 5 zeros. Similarly, the others, 5C1 is 5. 4 zeros into 0.1 plus 5C2 is 10 into 10 cube is 1000 and 0.1 square is 0.01. 5C3 is the same as 5C2, which is 10. 10 square is 100 and 0.1 cube is 0.001 plus 5C4 is the same as 5C1, which is 5. Okay, and 5C5 is 1, 10 to the power of 0 is 1. So you have simply 0.1 to the power of 5, which is 0 point followed by 4 zeros, and then you have a 1. Okay, so now you have 1 followed by 5 zeros, and here you have 5,000 into 0.1 will give you 50,000 into 0.1 will give you 5,000 plus. Next you have 10,000 into 0.01 will simply give you 100. Next you have 1,000 into 0.001. This will simply give you 1. Next you have 50 into 0.0001. So this will give you 0.005 plus, and finally you have this number, write it as it is. Okay, and now you add this all up, you will get 105,101.00501, and that should be your answer. Okay, any question here?
No, sir.
We'll move on to the next problem then. Number 9. Question here is, obtain the binomial expansion of 2 minus root 3 to the power of 6 in the form a plus b root 3, where a and b are integers. Okay, this is the first part of the theorem. So let's finish the first part. 2 minus root 3 to the power of 6. What should be the binomial expansion of this? 6c0, 2 to the power of 6 into root 3. This is minus root 3, so minus root 3 to the power of 0. Plus 6c1, 2 to the power of 5 into minus root 3 to the power of 1 plus 6c2 power 4 into minus root 3 square. Next term, 6c3 2 cube minus root 3 cube. Next term, 6c4 2 square minus root 3 to the power of 4 plus 6c5 into 2 to the power of 1, and you have minus root 3 to the power of 5, and finally you have 6c6 into 2 to the power of 0 into minus root 3 to the power of 6. Okay, so now how to simplify this? 6c0 is 1, 2 to the power of 6 into minus root 3 to the power of 0 is 1. So you simply get 2 to the power of 6 here, which is 64. You can calculate 2 to the power of 6. So this is 64. Let me write directly. Okay, next you have the next term. If you see, you have a minus sign here, so this combined to give you a minus sign here. Okay, 6 into 2 to the power of 5 is 32. Okay, and you have a root 3. We write root 3 as it is. Next term, 6c2. The value of 6c2 is 15 into 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. Minus root 3 square is simply 3, right? Plus 6c3, or let's say minus, because the next term, if you see, minus here has been raised to an odd power. So this will obviously become minus. 6c3 is 20. 2 cube is 8. And root 3 cube is 3 root 3. In the next term, you have minus raised to an even power. So this will be plus 62 again, 64, which is the same as 62. And what is the value of 62 that we have found out? I think we had found this out to be 15. 15. 2 square is 4. And minus root 3 to the power of 4 is how much? 3 square, right? Plus, if minus root 3 to the power of 4, all of you understood how it is 3 square? Or should I explain this to you?
No, sir, understood.
Should be okay. 65 is 6 into 2. Again, you have a minus sign which has been raised to an odd power, right? So you get this as this sign should be in fact a minus sign, right? You see plus and minus signs are actually alternating here because you have 2 minus root 3 here. So anyway, so this is 6 into 2 into root 3 to the power of 5 will give you 3 root 5, 3 root 3, sorry. Okay. On let's say 9 root 3, not 3 root 3. 9 root 3. Okay. And plus 66 is 1. 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Minus root 3 to the power of 6 will give you 3 into 3 into 3, which is 3 cube, 27. Okay, so we'll now simplify this. This will get 64 minus 192 root 3 plus 720 minus 480 root 3 plus 540 minus 108 root 3 plus 27. Okay, so you are getting here, if you add all the if you add all the rational numbers and if you add all the irrational numbers separately, you will get this. Okay, which is of the form a plus b root 3, isn't it? This is what was asked. If you see in the question,
Yes, sir.
they have asked you to express it in the form a plus b root 3. So where a is equal to 1351 and b is equal to minus 780, right? So that completes the first part of the problem. Okay, now let's read the second part. State the corresponding result for the expansion of 2 plus root 3. So because 2 minus root 3 to the power of 6 is this, therefore we can write 2 plus root 3 to the power of 6 will be 1351, and instead of the minus sign we'll give a plus sign, plus 780 root 3. Okay, so that is the corresponding result. Fine. So we this completes the okay. Okay, there's another part, and hence show that 2 minus root 3 to the power of 6 is the reciprocal of 2 plus root 3 to the power of 6. So how do you show that these two are reciprocal of each other? If we can show that their product is 1, if we can show that 2 plus root 3 to the power of 6 into 2 minus root 3 to the power of 6, if you can show that their product is 1, then can we say that they are reciprocal of each other? If x into y is equal to 1, then obviously x is equal to 1 by y, or y is equal to 1 by x, right? That means x and y are
Yes, sir.
reciprocal of each other. So if I can show that the product is 1, then we can say that they are reciprocal of each other. So let's see what their product is. So you have 1351 plus 780 root 3, and you have 1351 minus 780 root 3, which is not implies, this should be equal to, which is equal to, now this is a plus b into a minus b form, which is a square minus b square, which is equal to, now 1351 if you square you get 182 5201 minus 780 square into 3. So this is 1825201 minus 780 square into 3. You can work this out to be 1825200. So which is equal to 1. So that means, therefore, thus we can say, hence 2 minus root 3 to the power of 6 is the reciprocal of 2 plus root 3 to the power of 6. Clear with this? Or any question you have?
No, sir. Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to the next problem then. Number 10. Number 10 here in the states that in the binomial expansion of cube root of 3 plus root 3 to the power of 5, find the term which does not contain the irrational expression. So what is the given expression? Cube root of 3 plus root 2 whole to the power of 5. Okay, so let's expand this. Cube root of 3 plus root 2 to the power of 5. Expand this binomial. So you have the first term as 5c0 into cube root of 3 to the power of 5 into root 2 to the power of 0 plus 6c1 cube root of 3 to the power of 4 into root 2 to the power of 1 plus 6c2 into cube root of 3 to the power of 3 root 2 square plus 6c3 cube root of 3 square into root 2 cube plus 6c4 cube root of 3.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, it would be 5C4.
5c4, yes. So this is 5, or this is okay. All should be 5. So this is 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, 5c4. And finally you have the last term 5c5 cube root of 3 to the power of 0 into root 2 to the power of 5. Okay. So now we shall simplify this expression. 5c0 is 1. Cube root of 3 can always be written as 3 to the power of 1/3, right? The power of 5 and 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Next, plus 5c1 is 5. Again, cube root of 3, let's write it as 3 to the power of 1/3 to the power of 4 into root 2 plus 5c2. What is the value of 5c2? 5c2 is 10 into 3 to the power of 1/3 cube root 2 square plus 5c3. 5c3 is the same as 5c2, which is 10. Okay, into 3 to the power of 1/3 square into root 2 cube is 2 root 2 plus 5c4 is the same as 5c1, which is 5. So 3 to the power of 1/3 into root 2 to the power of 4 means 2 into 2, which is 4. Plus 5c5 is 1, root 3 cube root of 3 to the power of 0 is 1. And root 2 to the power of 5 is 2 into 2 into root 2. That means 4 root 2. right? Now, can you tell me which one does not contain the irrational part? See, this is irrational because it has fractional power, right? 3 to the power of 3 by 5 plus. So, and what this one is also irrational because it contains fractional power. 5 into 3 to the power of 3/4 into root 2, right? This one, this is the only term that does not contain the irrational parts. 10 into 3 into 2, right? Plus, and you write the other terms. This is also fractional. This is also irrational. Plus 5 into 3 to the power of 1/3 into 4 plus 4 root 2. Except this term, all others have irrational terms. So therefore, which is the only term that does not contain the irrational expression? Only term that does not contain the irrational expression is equal to which term? First term, second term, third term. Third term. We write this as T3, which is equal to 10 into 3 into 2, which is equal to 60. Clear with this? Or any question?
No, sir, clear.
And we'll move on to number 11. Now, number 11 is a little tricky, not a very long problem, but you have to understand a little bit because till now we have been expanding binomial. But what about if the expansion is given and you need to write what the binomial is? Number 11. Given here is summation r is equal to 0 to n 3 to the power of r into ncr. Okay, this we need to show that. Let's call this the left hand side. Okay, we need to show that this is equal to 4 to the power of n. So let's write this in the expanded form. Put r is equal to 0. You get 3 to the power of 0 into nc0 plus. Next you write, next you put r is equal to 1. You get 3 into nc1. Next you put any r is equal to 2. You get 3 square into nc2 plus next is 3 cube into nc3. And this continues till 3 to the power of n because r runs from 0 to n into ncn. Is this expansion clear to everyone? This is nothing but expansion of the summation. Is it clear with this? Or any question you have?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this 3 to the power of 0 into nc0 is simply 1, right? Plus this is 3 into nc1, or let's write this as nc1 into 3. Convenient to understand. nc1 into 3 plus next is you have nc2 into 3 square. Next nc3 into 3 cube and so on up till 3 to the power of ncn into 3 to the power of n. I can simply write this as 3 to the power of n also. Okay. Okay. Now see the first one here. Let's write ncn and 3 to the power of n. It's very convenient. We write nc0. Okay, here. And we write ncn here into 3 to the power of n. Because it will be easier for us to understand if we don't omit these two terms. Now see, we want this is actually a binomial expansion. We want to write this as a binomial. So how am I going to do it? See, the first term I can write as nc0 into 1 to the power of n into 3 to the power of 0. Let's write 3 to the power of 0 also here. I can write this way, the first one. Do you agree, all of you? nc1, I can write the next one as 1 to the power of n minus 1. into 3 to the power of 1. Next term I can write as NC2, 1 to the power of n minus 2 into 3 square, plus, and I continue this till NCN, 1 to the power of 0 into 3 to the power of n. Now check, what kind of an expansion is this? Can we write it in this way or not? Just check.
Yes, sir.
But the question is, why did we write this way? We wrote it this way.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
because we don't know the value of n, sir.
No, because we want to express this sum as a binomial. Now, if you see, this is nothing but, which one is a here? This one is a. And which one is x? This is x. And n is here. So we have written this as in the form a plus x to the power of n. Just check whether we have written this in the form of this or not. Check. Have we written this in the form a plus x to the power of n?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that means what is the value of a here? A here is 1 and x here is 3 to the power of n, which is equal to 4 to the power of n, RHS. Is this problem clear? Yes? Somewhat,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
somewhat
sir.
clear, somewhat clear. Okay, go ahead 2 or 3 times, you will understand. The next problem is also a very similar problem to this one. Okay. Number 12. Evaluate. So what is the expression given here? 8C0 divided by 6 minus 8C1 plus 8C2 into 6 minus 8C3 into 6 square plus up till 8C8 into 6 to the power of 7. Okay, so what you do here is you take the LCM 6. So you get 8C0 minus 6 into 8C1 plus 6 square into 8C2 minus 6 cube into 8C3 plus and so on. This will continue till 6 to the power of 8 into 8C8. Right? So now you can write this as 1/6 of 8C0 minus 6 into 8C1 plus 6 square into 8C2 minus 6 cube into 8C3 plus up till 6 to the power of 8 into 8C8. Right? Now we want to express this sum as a binomial. So how do we express it? You write 8C0. Okay. And because n here is 8, you introduce a 1 to the power of 8 here. Right? And 6, you can write 6 to the power of 0 here. Right? Next term is 8C1, 1 to the power of 7. You reduce the power of 1 and you have 6 to the power of 1. Right? Next term is a plus 8C2. Again, you reduce the power of 1 by 1 and you get a 6 square. Right? Minus 8C3, 1 to the power of 5 into 6 cube plus, and this will continue till plus 8C8, 1 to the power of 0 into 6 to the power of 8. Now check, if I take a as 1 and if I take x as 6, can I write this as 1/6 a plus x to the power of 8? Can I write this? Just check whether this is the binomial expansion of this or not.
Yes, sir.
You can write, but there's something that is missing here. plus and minus signs are alternating, right? So therefore, 1/6 of 8C0 into 1 to the power of 8 into um, minus 6 to the power of 0, because see, there's a minus sign, or minus and plus signs are alternating, right? So therefore, this next term will be plus 8C1 into 1 to the power of 7 into minus 6. Next term, 8C2, 1 to the power of 6 into minus 6 square, plus 8C3, 1 to the power of 5 to minus 6 cube, plus up till you have 8C8, 1 to the power of 0 into minus 6 to the power of 8. Okay. Now can you tell me which one is A and which one is X? What is the value of A and what is the value of X? Just by looking at it, can you tell me what is the value of A and what is the value of X?
A is 1, X
Yes.
is minus 6.
Exactly. So
Yes,
A
sir.
minus X to the power of 8. Okay. So this is 1/6 of minus 5 to the power of 8, which is equal to minus 5 is raised to an even power. So this simply becomes 5 to the power of 8 by 6. And that's your answer. Clear with this sum?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we move on to the next part of the binomial theorem. Okay. In the next part of the binomial theorem, A plus X to the power of N expansion, I've already mentioned this to you, is NC0 e to the power of N X to the power of 0 plus NC1 e to the power of N minus 1 X plus NC2 e to the power of N minus 2 X square plus up till NCR e to the power of N minus R X to the power of N minus R plus, and then finally you have the last term, the nth term, NCN e to the power of 0 X to the power of N. Okay, this is the entire binomial expression. Now I told you, if you remember, that the number of terms in a binomial expansion is n plus 1, isn't it? So if the power is n, so number of terms will be n plus 1. This term here is called the general term of the binomial. Okay, remember this. General term of the binomial. Also referred to as the rth term of the binomial. Okay, and because a binomial has r plus 1 terms, n plus 1 terms, so therefore the rth term of a binomial is represented by tr plus 1, because a binomial has n plus 1 terms. And therefore, what is the value of this term? NCR e to the power of n minus r x to the power of n minus r. This is called the general term of a binomial, or the rth term of a binomial. Also, what you must recall is that if n is odd, then we had two middle terms, right? As I mentioned last time. What were the middle terms? N plus 1 by 2th term and n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term. Okay. Remember, if n is even, I had discussed this also last time, you have only one middle term. And what is that middle term? N by 2 plus 1th term. Remember. Okay. So this is what you need to know in order to continue with the next set of problems. Okay. So I won't proceed here. I'll stop here. Just go through this.